up, guys? And this is our third tutorial, I think. And we're going to do some SQL this episode. So, I made this file called config.php. It configures all the MySQL stuff. For example, this just defines that the user is going to be root, no password. The host is localhost. The database name is tutorials, and this just connects the database, and this selects the database. And how do you do all this stuff? Well, you have to go to your modules right here and click on a PHP MyAdmin, and you may have more than one database, but if you don't, then you can go to databases up here, create a database called tutorials or whatever you want, and I already made it, so it's right there, and I already made a table which I will drop. And so, well, first we need to make a table because we're going to store the users that use our awesome um awesome name a thingy, and we can see who's using them and how they're using them and whatever. Well, let's just make a table. I'm just gonna call it basic form, and number of columns only be 3 trace, and it's gonna have ID 11, the length is 11, name is ID, name, and timestamp. Uh, this type will be int, this type will be varchar, and the length will be 255. This type will be timestamp, and this will be a current timestamp. Um, for the ID, it'll be unsigned, and index for ID will be primary. Um, I think that is it. Pretty sure. Save it, and now if we refresh, go to our table, and you see all this stuff. Well, we uh we don't want to set the ID every time we use this table. So for an extra, we're going to search up how to add an auto increment to an existing column, and the code's right here. Um, go to the SQL part, delete all this, or replace it with dashes, and paste in that code basic farm, and then modify ID, make it integer, not null, and auto increment. Go. Now if we go to the structure, to the table, you'll see this extra column has auto increment. So there you go. That's how we prepare a column. I mean a table. Now let's actually do something with that. Uh, this is um this is a PHP uh this is a PHP comment. It won't do anything, and it just tells the user if they're reading this, they know what the section is about. Let's make a variable. This is how you make a variable: a $sign, and then followed by the name of the variable. And in this will be just the string. Insert into basic form, and this is gonna show the fields we're gonna insert. It's gonna be ID, name, and timestamp. Values are going to be, the values are null, because ID isn't, we don't need anything for ID. It'll auto generate. Um, Post name. Now you could just put this right there and then stop, but it will give you an error. I promise you that. So to fix this error, you need to encapsulate this in in these curly braces. And remember to have these single quotes, otherwise it's not gonna work. Now we're done with the query. Set the timestamp to null, and but this SQL is just a string. It won't do anything. So let's actually have it query something. Uh, this is how you make a query, MySQL query. Um, it's MySQL underscore query and the query, which is the string. This will be stored in the result, and we have to check if this result is right or not. If it is, then let's just echo out, yay, you did your first MySQL query successfully. And else, let's echo out error. Not that user friendly, but whatever. Let's go back to our form, and I'm just gonna do something. Yay, you did your first MySQL query, and it still says the name. So if we go back to phpMyAdmin, if we click browse, there's a there's a line, and it even has the timestamp. Look, the date and the time we put it, the name obviously, and the ID. And so now that we have this, next tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to actually use this stuff to do awesome, cool stuff. So see you guys later. Bye.